So, hello
Hello.
guys, welcome to the next episode of this podcast. And today I have my guest Borshon. He is actually from Bangladesh, so we have like international guest. And so, Borshon, over to you. Would you like to introduce yourself to our guest? I don't think anyone is watching, but still, for the future audience.
Uh, thank you, Raghav, for giving me the chance to start in your like having a seat on your podcast. So myself, you can call me Borshan, but my full name is Mutahir Hussain Siam. But people calls me Borshon, people calls me Siam. So I'm right now a veterinary medicine student in a agriculture university of Dhaka from a
Hmm.
agriculture university. And yeah, other than that, I also do some stuff like as amateur rocketry.
Hmm.
Also, I work with some real life projects, and other than that, I like to engage with people in debates and other sort of
Oh,
things, this type of things. Yeah, that's it. That's it from me.
so, okay, so basically you are a university student. Are you in like final year or like
No,
which semester? Like,
I just joined university this year. I
first of all,
guess.
tell me why did you decided to go with your major in agriculture? Like, were you always interested in this?
To be honest, my admission journey was a little bit complex. So
Uh-huh.
I didn't personally choose my major from very beginning. I mean, this was not my choice from the very
Hmm.
beginning. But because of some issues in my life and some sort of things, I thought, okay, it's better to join in agricultural field. I thought it's better in any form, and because like 90% of the land in Bangladesh are irrigable, and they have like good potentials at agriculture. You can say we are like the third most vegetable exporters, and we also have some like good amounts of rivers, so we also have a good fish industry.
Hmm.
So I thought, okay, it can be a good thing because I remember I know my six ancestors, like my father's father, my
Uh-huh.
grandfather's father. So in this way, I
So
know
your
six of them.
great, great,
And
great, great grandfather.
exactly, exactly.
Hmm.
So all of them all of their serial, like all of them were businessmen. So you gotta
Oh,
understand that you gotta understand that I'm also gonna be a one of them, obviously gonna continue their streak. So because of that, I thought, okay, let alone every type of businessman, AI comes, so the like a lot of jobs gone, a lot of industries gone, and some new
hmm.
industries come and they grow,
True.
and the share market fluctuates and everything goes away.
Hmm.
But two things will exist eternally. I mean,
Hmm.
not eternally in that sense, but you
Hmm.
can say that, yeah,
Yeah,
it
like the forever industries which are not going to be disrupted by any major technological revolution,
exactly,
like
exactly.
food, water, and yeah.
One is agriculture and the other
Hmm.
one is medical sectors. By medical sectors, I meant like the job of doctors.
Hmm.
That can't be
True.
replaced by AI. That can be replaced by anything. Like even not even with the robots, you will not be able to uh, replace it. So I thought, okay, this is a good type of businessman. Business. I think so. I thought, okay, let's give it a go. Let's give it a go. And like my father also thought that, okay, it's better. It's better because like in this industry you can technically you can have a lot of money. You can also represent your country. You can also like live in your country. Like my father is a very much a patriot guy, so
Hmm.
he will love if I stay in my country like forever.
Uh,
So that's why he thinks, okay, it's a better thing because he will stay in the country with that.
I think the money is in when it comes to agriculture. I think the money is in exporting to other countries because I think even in India, the people who are making most money from the agriculture, like I'm from Himachal, so our state is famous for producing good quality apples. You know, the rich Himachalis, most of them they have like apple orchards and they export apples to other countries. Are you planning to sell abroad or within your country?
Actually, it depends. It depends. Like, think like in my country,
Hmm.
not eating crab is a no. right? So if I start a crab industry, okay,
Hmm.
so
Hmm.
that means if I start a crab industry, that means that I'm not gonna sell it in my local market. So that's number one point.
Ah,
So I'm
yeah,
gonna
yeah,
sell it to who? The Europeans, Americans, or the East Asians.
yeah,
That's the
yeah.
point.
Yeah,
So
Japanese and Chinese, I think they eat
exactly, yeah,
they,
yeah, they like
they
they like crabs. So
they like animals. Yeah.
like think like about in like onions, like there is a good demand of onions in South Asia, right? So when it
Hmm.
comes to onions, then it's gonna be like just fill your own needs in your own
Hmm.
country, then go to export it. Because if I
Hmm.
export the most of the things, I might get some dollars, my country will get
Hmm.
some uh, revenue out of that.
Hmm.
But you have to think that then my country have to again buy it from any other country. So I think like it depends on the situation, on the thing I'm actually producing, and I can decide after that that should I like go for the export thing or go for the local
Um,
market thing.
so your philosophy is people's over profit, which is, I think, a very noble thought.
Yeah, I mean, from my sense, I don't believe in capitalism. I mean, I don't like
Hmm.
it. I don't like capitalism. So yeah, money is a factor. You need money.
Hmm.
I mean, there is a point. There is a proverb that says money can't buy happiness, but you need money. But to be happy, you need money,
Yeah,
right?
but
But
how is it possible that you don't like capitalism yet you are talking about starting agriculture business?
I mean, when you are actually doing a business,
Hmm.
it doesn't have to destroy others business, and like you are growing yourself and destroying others. You don't have to do that. I mean, that's how capitalism works, that while
Yeah,
you
I
are
mean it.
growing, you have to destroy other competitors. But I don't believe in that
No, it's actually
thing.
not about destroying, it's about market competition. Like if your competitor is
Exactly,
providing good
exactly.
quality at lower price, then if you don't innovate or do something, then you will be out of the business. So,
I mean, let me give you an example. Like I think
hmm,
it was India uh,
hmm,
or China, any of that. So what they did, they were actually selling a product. Think like this: India is selling product A,
hmm,
and China is also selling product B, so
hmm,
product A. But the
hmm,
problem is that India had from a very beginning, India was selling it to America and Europe, and
hmm,
China was not that famous in this industry. So
hmm,
what China did, China started. You are giving a percentage from your government to the people who are actually farming, and that's how you are reducing the production cost, and that's how you are selling it with a with a low price to the international market. So what happens next? After 10 years, most of the European countries are buying the product A from China,
hmm,
and
hmm,
slowly India's market is shrinking, and that's
hmm,
how I think one of the industry in India or one of the industry in China was destroyed
hmm,
by the competitor, and that's how
hmm,
actually the market manipulation, or you can call it
hmm,
like market competition works, to be honest.
hmm,
So
hmm,
I think yeah, that works. That works. That's a like what it is called, economic word, I guess. Yeah,
hmm.
but I don't believe in that. You have to destroy others with a bad way. I mean, this is a fair way. This is a fair way. I appreciate
But
it
yeah,
when you are
but you
doing
can
so.
only control, but you can only control your own thing. Like you cannot control others. Like you can play fair, you can play by the rules. But what if
Exactly.
others started
That's
playing?
what I'm trying to say. Like, or think it like that in corporate offices. After someone reaches 50, you
Hmm,
have to give them like 200,000, right? Think like it. You have to do
hmm.
give him
For example,
200,000, and when like someone from 25 ages,
hmm,
like recent graduate joins the company, he will only
hmm,
have like maybe 50,000 or 40,000. So you can
hmm,
actually hire like 5 or 4 person uh,
hmm,
from 25 ages compared
hmm.
to 50, someone from age of 50. So
Yeah.
if you do that, you will get some energetic persons, four energetic
Hmm,
person with the same
hmm,
amount of money. But the problem
hmm,
here is when you are doing such a thing, you are actually destroying the family of him, because you know his childs are still young, and this sort of thing. So why I'm saying this, when you are doing such thing, the family is destroyed. I don't believe that you have to destroy the family in this way. I think sometimes it's even better not to like recruit those 4 persons, instead you can just go with you with that one person. I mean, it sounds that it's not business, but that's how capitalism works, and I don't like it. I mean, from my
Mm.
ideology, I'm not gonna do that. That's my personal opinion. If I won't be able to do such thing, then I will try to
Mm.
reduce the thing.
Okay, so just for the clarification purposes, I mean, you gave that example of four people, the four young person hiring at the like fraction of the cost, and you said that it's gonna destroy their families. Could you elaborate on that? I actually didn't understand that point.
Okay, okay. So the thing I mentioned is that you are giving a job to four-person, and you are
Hmm.
cutting that 50 years old guy, right?
Hmm. Hmm. Hmm.
So that means at the 50, like at the age of 50,
Okay, first of
that
all,
guy.
yeah, actually, first of all, I don't think that's how it's gonna be because the 50-year-old guy has a lot of experience.
Hmm.
And so I think those four young guys will be first trained under that 50-year-olds until they get all the inner workings and know-how. They will. I think no company will just blindly cut off a senior leader just to hire, just
Actually, I
to
have
replace
seen
him
this.
with.
Actually, I have seen this in Bangladesh corporate. That's happens.
Oh,
Like, if you say that, yeah, 25 years old, I just like give this number as an example. It can be 30 years
hmm.
or
Yeah,
35
yeah,
years.
yeah,
It
sure.
can.
Hmm.
So,
Hmm.
25 is not the like actual number. I'm just saying
Yeah, yeah.
for the
Okay.
purpose of saying.
Hmm. Hmm.
So, like, it depends. And if they are like 30 years old, that means they have already passed their 5 years working
Hmm.
under someone like age of 50.
Yeah, yeah, sure.
But
Yeah, they're
yeah,
experienced. They're
so
somewhat experienced. Let's say. Okay.
exactly, exactly. If you're doing that, if you're doing that, you can now sack the 50-year-old guy, and that
Hmm.
actually happened with one of my friends' father. So yeah, I
Oh.
know this thing. And at the age of 50, you like if you're not very highly professional, if you are not very like think like you are not a Mark Zuckerberg, or you are not like
Hmm.
you can understand what type of professional
You're
I'm
not
talking
like
about.
updating, you're keeping your tabs with what's happening in the industry. You're not learning, upskilling is the word. You're not upskilling
Exactly,
every year.
exactly,
Yeah.
exactly.
Mm.
And most of the cases, even if you are doing upscaling, there
Mm.
are like a top 1% thing, top 10% thing.
True, true.
Even if you are
100%.
even if you are doing like if you are improving yourself, someone else is
Mm.
also improving. So you have a competition
True.
over there.
Yeah.
So even if you are improving, it can happen that you are gonna be sacked. So that's my point.
Yeah. So you were talking about like their families are gonna be destroyed. Like, so
Yeah,
the family of the 50-year-old guy, right?
exactly, exactly, exactly.
Okay, but here's my question. So if the 50-year-old guy, he's experienced and he's knowledgeable, why don't he apply into other companies?
The thing
I
is
think
that
other
at the
companies will, yeah. Yeah,
that's
continue.
why I mentioned. That's why I mentioned about like who is actually improving himself or what, something like that. Even if you are having an experience, generally,
Mm.
what at the time of like inflation or war economy, which
Mm.
we are currently experiencing,
Mm.
they actually don't recruit someone with the age of 50 if they don't have
Mm.
some special criteria, like as they have been maybe a manager of the
Sure,
past
sure, sure.
company,
Okay,
or
now I get your point. All right, all right. So what
you have
usually
to
happens is, yeah,
that top 1%. If you are not that 1%,
exactly,
you are going to
exactly.
be sacked and nobody will hire you again.
Yeah, so let me actually, let me paraphrase it and then we'll jump on to the next topic. So what you said is like, I think it is a very common human thing that when you get something, you stop growing. So for example, if a person was in a company for like say 10, 15 years, so even they get complacent and they might stop growing. They are not learning anything because they have already spent 15 years in a company. So they don't think like, okay, this company is gonna fire me. So they don't. So they are not up to date with the trends. And
Yeah,
when
that
like
happens.
something, yeah, and when a company then fires them, then it's like very devastating because they have not been prepared for it. Like they didn't see it coming. It's like a bad surprise to them. Correct.
Yeah, also even if you are improving in that skill, think like that there is a competition, and if there is a
Mm,
competition, then
mm.
obviously the other companies, the other corporates will try to hire that, again, that top 1% who are actually giving
Yeah,
more
yeah,
time.
got it.
So you can't
Yeah.
blame them that they didn't improve themselves. There is a competition always, so
Mm.
that's the game.
Yeah. Okay, so you said that if not for this agriculture thing, you would be doing something else. Like this was not your plan. So what was your plan? If you would not be doing this thing, what else would you be doing?
Like since I think my early teenage, I wanted to be a like physicist,
Mm.
especially
Who were your
particle physicist.
inspiration? Did you had any inspiration like Max Planck or Albert Einstein or some other physicists
Like
during that time?
at first my like what it is called, my idol was Albert Einstein, and then it
Albert Einstein.
also
Hmm.
like I also added another guy, Dr. Abdul Salam. He's from Pakistan. He's a particle scientist from I mean, he's a Pakistani, but he used to be working in ICTP of Italy. So yeah, he is also one of my
Hmm.
used to be my idol. Yeah,
Hmm. Okay, so I think we have been talking about some serious topics, so let's just lighten up the mood. So I'm gonna ask you
sure.
about your first breakup, just to
The
lighten
answer
up the
gonna
mood.
shock
Just we
you.
can,
The
yeah,
answer
sure.
gonna shock you. I actually, since my, I think my teenage, I
Hmm.
used to work with my seniors, and I used to hang
Hmm.
out with my seniors.
Hmm.
And because of that, and also like back in the days, I used to read a lot of books. Now I have reduced it because of my time issues. Like
Hmm.
I don't
Uh,
have enough time to read, but because of
what
that,
kind of
I
books were you
understood.
using? Yeah, what kind
Sorry,
of books were you reading back then? Like non-fiction, fiction,
both, including
both.
both.
Okay.
Especially, I used to like read biographies, a lot of biographies of like legend type of people, like Alexander the Great, Cyrus the Great, or
I see.
uh, the what it is called, what's his name? Yeah, Umar ibn al-Khattab, or
Hmm.
Robinson Crusoe. I mean, that's a fictional character of mine.
Yeah,
Whatever.
the children's book. Yeah, okay. I have read that too.
Whatever. So whatever, like I used
Hmm.
to study about like real biographies, and
Yeah, okay, okay.
because of that, since my
Hmm.
teenage, I was some sort of serious guy in every aspect. I mean,
Hmm.
serious in my life, serious in my career, not like every time, yeah,
Yeah.
never laughing, never smiling, not that
Nerd
type
is
of
the
person,
word. My God, nerd is the word.
uh, but no, no, you can't call me a nerd. I was a backbencher all the time. I was a backbencher all the time. I used to
How
do
does that
everything.
work?
Yeah,
You are
that's
buried in books and you're calling yourself backbencher.
like
Like,
like let me explain it. Let me explain it. I used to read every type of books except for academic books. That sort of person I am.
oh, okay, okay. I see.
And I have a record of failing. I have a record of failing, a bunch of failing, and sometimes I don't
Wow.
know how I even passed. I still wonder how did they allowed me to pass. So I was a backbencher always. Sometimes I
Mhm.
used to be a first bencher. Sometimes I used to be a first boy,
Mhm.
but I never studied a lot. Like I
Mhm.
used to, in South Asia, we have a coaching culture, right?
100%. Like
So
your parents put their kids from even I think first or second class to the
no,
coaching and
that
tuition.
didn't happen with me. That didn't happen with me.
Mhm.
But
No,
I'm
I'm
talking
talking
about,
generally. Like
yeah, yeah.
generally this happens.
Luckily,
Like
that didn't happen with me. So I'm
okay.
like, when it's about, like, I'm talking about when I was in seventh grade or sixth grade. So I
Hmm.
used to go to coaching not to study. I used to go to coaching so that I can make fun. So that I can make fun. That was my first thing. And another thing, I
To
used to
have
be a
fun.
bully.
You might have fun, not make fun of someone.
Yeah,
To have
I
fun.
mean,
Or have
also
fun or
making fun.
make fun.
Also
Oh,
making fun.
okay,
I
okay,
was a
okay.
bully. I was a bully till COVID. I was a
This
bully.
is such a shocker. This is such a shocker. A deep
I was
thinker
a
like you is a backbencher and a bully. Wow.
so like,
Okay, continue.
there's a lot of student who actually
Hmm.
left those coachings because of me, just because of me and one of
Wow.
my friend. Like, I was a little bit immature, so I mean, it's 7 years ago. 7 years ago, so you can understand. I mean, my face
Okay,
wasn't used to look like this, right?
but I asked you about your first breakup. So
Yeah, I
that
was coming
serious
to
one.
that story.
Serious one.
I was coming to that story. I was coming to that story. So because of that, I was a serious
Hmm.
guy, but
Hmm.
not like I mean, that way. And I was
Serious
also
about studies or life. Serious about studies and life.
serious about life. Serious about life.
Serious about
Like,
life. Okay.
serious about life, and another thing is my moral. These two things. I mean, you can specify
Your
morals to
your
me.
what? Morals. Okay.
Morals.
Hmm.
So because of that, I looked after a lot of people, a lot of relationships, and like,
Hmm.
you can give me an example of a like relationship, and I can tell you in 10 minutes. Like, after watching 10 minutes, I can tell you that this relation is gonna like get into marriage or not. I can tell you that in ten
Hmm.
minutes,
Hmm.
and
Hmm.
like I'm being confident because I used to study a lot of people.
Yeah,
You
you
start
you
spending a
have
lot of
observed a
relationships.
lot of your
Yeah,
maybe friends
exactly.
in who are in a relationship, and then
Yeah, as I said,
get to see
that
the.
I used to hang out with people like at least 3 years older than me, and still it's still
Oh
the
wow.
case. Like I'm still like hanging out with like maybe 20 years older than me.
Why would your seniors accept you as a junior? Like, were those smart seniors like? Because people won't your seniors be like, hey, you are a junior, like why are you hanging out with us? You should be hanging out with the people of your age. Like, were they like
It
that?
depends. It depends how you actually communicate and how
Hmm.
like maturely you communicate with people. Like there
Hmm.
is one of my brother.
Hmm.
He is like almost at the like somewhat around 30s. So
Hmm.
he had a like a divorce after a love
Hmm.
marriage after having child,
Hmm.
and you can understand that if I talk with a like a childish teenager behavior, that's a
Hmm.
different
Hmm.
story. He's not gonna
Hmm.
be
Hmm.
communicating or like talking with me. But when you are
Oh
actually
yeah,
influencing him,
I
and
see, I
you
see.
actually know some sort of like lessons of life,
Hmm.
he's gonna value.
Hmm.
He's gonna think that you are the guy who knows a lot of things before his like 20s, even his
Yeah,
20s. So that's what
yeah,
happens. If
that.
you're
Yeah,
acting mature, then you are gonna be able to, you know,
yeah. I'm remembering actually this line that age does not define maturity.
exactly. Your
Uh,
mental age can be
yeah, and
different than
I
your physical
believe in
age.
that. And I also believe in that. Many older people can act childish, and many young people they are like pretty damn mature. So,
Yeah, I
yeah.
mean, it's not about being mature. It's about acting mature, in some sort
I
of
mean,
way.
I think, yeah. I mean, if you know how to act both maturely when the situation demands, and how to be playful. If you can do both, I think that is the peak maturity. Because nobody likes a person who is always serious, or nobody likes a person who is always playful, and we call them jokers. So the balance, like you have to understand, like when to act mature and when to act fun and playful.
Yeah, exactly. So because of
Mm,
that, like I analyzed a lot of relationships, and I actually
mm,
looked after uh, different type of women,
mm,
and I realized that the type of women I actually want, the type of women
mm,
I can actually work with, live
mm,
my life with, or
mm,
some sort of that, even
mm,
like express my emotions. I mean, I believe
mm,
that
mm,
if you are in a relationships and you are asking, baby, have you eaten, or
mm,
like, are you good? If
mm,
that's your only conversation with your girlfriend, and
mm.
I don't think so that's the realistic and mature relationships. I mean,
What do
if you are
you?
having a
Yeah.
relationship, you have to
Mm,
like share everything in your mind.
mm,
If
mm.
you are like having a good thing.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
because
So
of that,
let me ask you this: what do you look for in a woman?
well, that's a different conversation. Let me
That is
just
the yeah.
back
That
up.
is the top five
Let's
things.
just back
Okay.
up this.
You talked about morals, right?
Yeah.
So what five morals she should be having for you to be having interest in her? Let's just say.
Mm, I think like that's a pretty hard question. I mean, I can
What
imagine
is
that,
a deal
but
breaker? Like, what is a deal breaker? If a woman does not have that moral, you are not interested in her. So the deal breaker thing, like, should she have to be very honest, or trust is the word? Like, what is the one thing that she should be having? What
I
should be
think the
having?
point is here honesty. I mean, your honesty
Honesty.
like changes everything. Like there is a thing
Hmm.
called like if you if you don't ever lie, then
Hmm.
you are gonna be in the right path, no matter what you are doing right now. Even if you are a
Hmm.
like thief, you are gonna be in the right track if you are just following the truth. So yeah,
So,
I
so
believe
first
that
is
like
she should not lie
honesty.
to you. Honesty.
I
First
mean,
is honesty.
not only lie. I mean, I used to be like because I was a bully, so you can understand how like what type of people I like used to be person I
Hmm.
used to be. So I
Hmm.
used to lie a lot, and I can like
Hmm.
even still like I can make a lot of stories right now in like in front of your mouth. But
Hmm.
because of that, when I like had some reality checks, I
Hmm.
understood that the most like the most like what I hate most
Hmm.
is lying right now
Lying.
currently,
Hmm.
like
Hmm.
maybe for last 4 or 5 years I think. But like because of that, I mean, it's not only about lying. Like honesty is a very big thing, not only about like truth or false. It's a big, very big thing.
Hmm.
So honesty is the deal
Mm.
breaker, I think. And there can be also other morals. And that's a hard
Mm.
question, to be honest, for me, because I can imagine, but I can express that. I can't express that. That's the
Intelligence, I think. Oh, by the way, just to be clear, you have not lied on this podcast, right?
problem. No, I haven't.
Okay. Okay. So first is honesty. Okay, and then second, I think, is intelligence because you yourself are
Intelligence,
intelligent.
intelligence is a major factor. Like one of my
And what
friends
about?
used to like me,
Mm,
and like she was
mm,
a close friend of mine, and
mm.
she used to like me. But the problem was that she was not intelligent enough to
Yeah.
stabilize the relationship. That is the problem.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
So
Actually,
whatever.
because
Yeah, go
okay.
ahead.
So second, intelligence. And what about looks or beauty? I think.
I
Well,
think
let me
that
finish my
that
question.
comes
Let
that
me.
comes
Yeah.
a lot later, I think. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. Actually, because there is a quote that don't judge a book by its cover. But I think we all judge books by their covers. Like,
Yeah, cover is
beauty
important.
matters.
If you don't
Cover
have a
is
good cover,
important. Yeah.
the
The
reader is
person
not
is not
gonna
gonna
easily.
even open the book. Yeah.
It's just like money can't buy happiness, but if you have to be if you want to be happy, you need money. So that's like it. Like
Hmm.
it's
Anyway,
like
so
that. So
okay. So first one is honesty. Second one is intelligence. These two are absolutely non-negotiable. And
I
then comes
mean,
the other one.
yeah,
Okay.
intelligence is negotiable in terms of things. Intelligence is somewhat
Hmm.
negotiable, but honesty is a different thing. Honesty is like I will never marry if I don't
Hmm.
find someone honest.
Yeah. Okay. Got
So
it.
that's the point. So yeah, then yeah, there can be other things like as it can be decency, or you can call it modesty.
Decency. Hmm. Modesty. Okay.
Then another thing, it can be piousness. That's a
Hmm.
really important thing, I believe.
Hmm.
Then there can be like a family status, like which like family status matters because I think when you are from a like decent family, you are from a high family value, like high value family, you have
Hmm.
a different type of mindset compared to someone
Hmm.
who is from a like low value family. I mean, by
Hmm.
value I meant family values or like personal
Like means
values.
not having a drunkard father,
Yeah, exactly,
something like
exactly.
that. Okay. So it's not
So
about
that
money. It's
matters.
not about your parents having so much money, but about parents having good values.
Yeah, exactly. You don't have to be a
Okay.
famous you don't have to be from a famous family, but your family had to be some status. Like if someone if someone like your neighbor says that this guy's family is not good, so yeah,
Okay.
you can understand that type of
Okay.
status, this
So
sort of things.
moving on. So what? Okay. So who influenced you the most, and in what way so far?
Oh, by the way, I didn't actually answer your last question. You actually forget it. So
About which
about
one?
the first breakup, the first breakup.
Yeah. I mean, I thought you did. Like you. So what I heard is I have analyzed so many relationships, and so that is why I'm not in one.
Exactly. Then you got that. Then you got that.
Yeah. Yeah.
After a while, I realized that
And actually,
I still
because
didn't meet with someone I can actually go with.
who
I
is
didn't meet.
honest, who is intelligent, uh,
I mean,
pure kindness.
there is a lot of sort of character, and like it's not like I'm listing characters. I have an imaginary like a picture of her,
Hmm.
that
Hmm.
who she will
We
be.
all have, actually, we all have an ideal image of a person we would like to see ourselves get married to.
Hmm.
Okay,
But
staying on this
my
topic,
mine is like very like strong character that I have to meet her. I have to meet her.
a,
So yeah,
yeah, a long list of checks that she should be.
exactly.
Okay. Do you have any crush, online or
I have.
offline, right now? You have?
Uh, Sorry, like
Do you have any crush right now? Crush on a woman, like maybe a movie
I
star or
also
something.
understand. No, I don't think so. I don't think
Hmm.
so.
Okay, okay.
Like
So,
if I had that crush, that would be that woman, and like she in the meantime she will gonna be met by my wife in that time, in that particular time.
wow,
So
wow.
so
That's so beautiful.
if she exists, then she's gonna be my wife. That's
Okay, so next question is, who influenced you the most and in what way? I think it's like
What can you repeat it again? Sorry.
who influenced you the most in your life and in what way? Like the person who had the most influence over you. It could be a person from your family or a scientist or anyone. Like that
Like
person defined you who you are today.
uh, it can it be a historical character?
Yeah, exactly. Anyone.
One person, then
Yeah.
there's gonna be Prophet Muhammad. So yeah, there's gonna be one. But if I
Um,
have to the second one, then it's gonna be Umar ibn Khattab. He is like, you can call me my, like you can call him my idol, like what I follow in my, like, second ruler of caliphate.
okay. Okay. So I actually have no context about that.
So he was actually a ruler, and before him, nobody in this world had a larger empire than him. And like, I don't know
Mm.
why he is not called Umar Farooq the Great. Instead, he is just called Umar ibn Khattab. And his
So
empire
what?
stretched from like Tunisia to like in the Pakistan in the east, Yemen in the south, and in the north it's like Armenia. So nobody had so much big empire before him.
So what? So what was the thing that made you obsessed with him? Like, was his empire the main thing? Like, what attracted you to him?
The ability to distinguish between truth and false.
Can you give an example, like how he did that? And
Like, as also another thing I will add to that, like the judgment, like how he used to judge the thing. So
hmm,
whatever. So
okay,
the thing is that when someone, from like his son, yeah, about his son, like
hmm,
I don't remember his name, but he had a son in the
hmm,
time when he was the emperor. I mean, he was the
hmm,
caliph. Caliph
hmm,
means just ruler. So
hmm,
he had a son. I mean, he had a lot of sons. So one of them actually went to someone's house and had a physical relationship with that woman,
hmm, hmm,
and that was a crime. That was a crime
hmm,
in
hmm,
the caliphate. So
hmm,
when he was accused of that,
hmm,
Umar could have said that he's my son, and even if he
hmm.
didn't say that,
He's
nobody,
a ruler,
no,
of course. Yeah, yeah.
exactly, nobody would have the courage to say that Umar, your son did this. Like
Hmm,
in
hmm.
this world, in this current world,
Exactly.
we can't
Yeah,
say
yeah.
that. Even like let alone emperor. Like
Hmm,
the lowest category of politician, we call it like patinata in Bengali.
hmm,
I don't know
hmm.
what it's called in English. Like you
Just
can call it like that.
politicians.
I mean, in the lowest part of politician, if you call like give a chart of this, and in the lowest
The
position,
worst. Okay, the corrupt
yeah, yeah,
ones.
yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Hmm,
I mean, no, not the corrupt ones, not the corrupt
hmm.
ones. Like by power, the more like in the lowest
Oh,
category,
okay.
but
So,
by the power,
MLAs,
like
MLAs
local.
or something like that. Okay. The
MLA
local
is even
authority.
higher. MLA is even higher. Higher.
Oh,
Like
okay. Hmm,
in this world,
hmm,
you can't even accuse this type of person if he did that crime. So
yeah.
Umar was accused of that his son did this, and what he
Yeah.
did in the the rule was that if someone
Hmm,
does this sort of crime, he
hmm.
will be beaten with whip. What is whip?
Whip. Yeah, yeah. Like the cowboy
Or,
whip.
or you can call it like lash.
Yeah. Okay. Lash. Yeah.
So basically, the punishment was you will lash 80 times
Oh.
that person. If he
Hmm,
survives, he survives. If he dies, he dies.
hmm,
That was the rule. And
hmm,
what he did, he was standing there, and
hmm,
the judge, I think, sorry, the executor who actually does the thing, he
hmm,
lashed the guy 80 times, and that
hmm.
guy died. The son of Umar died in front of his
Oh.
eyes, and he didn't even cry. He didn't even tell anybody to stop. He was just standing with a like a this type of face. You can understand,
A
like
straight
with the
face. A
anger.
strict face.
I mean, yeah,
Hmm,
straight with anger face. Like after
hmm.
that,
Yeah.
when he was buried, people saw him that he was crying in front of the grave of his son. So people asked him, why are you crying? So he was replying that I was an emperor when I was the caliph, I was the
But
ruler
yeah.
of this caliphate.
Hmm.
When I was actually like I allowed,
When I gave the order, I was the ruler,
yeah,
but
when
now I'm
yeah,
just a father.
exactly,
After that.
that's what
Hmm.
he said. So this
Interesting.
distinguishes everything, that even if he's your father, even if he's your brother, son, whatever it is,
Hmm, hmm.
if he does a crime, he's a like criminal.
Criminal. Yeah.
Exactly. So this is the thing. And I think like there is a bunch of examples in his life, and this is one of them.
What is the worst phase of your life? Like when you feel like this is the worst, nothing can be worse than this. And how did you survive that phase?
I actually never thought of
Oh,
it,
okay.
because if it's gone, then it's gone. And
Wow.
the
That's a
thing is
beautiful
that
mindset to have, by the way.
the thing is that I think I'm a very positive guy, to be honest. When something bad is happening with me, like when I
Mm,
told you in another call that when I'm not achieving something, I believe that
mm,
God has some other plans. Even if I'm
mm,
not getting something, even if I'm getting beaten by someone, even if tomorrow my father dies or my mother dies, I become homeless.
mm,
I don't think that's my worst situation, or like you know
mm,
I have to be depressed. I mean, I don't think so that I have never been like I have ever been depressed or somewhat something like that. You can
mm.
call that yeah. I don't feel like doing it because I'm tired.
I think
I
so.
need some
What
drinks,
you're
but
Yeah.
I don't
So
think so.
what you're
I have
saying
ever
right
been
now,
like depressed.
what you're saying right now is, I think, the ideal state of many people. Like we all want to have such kind of mindset, that mental strength. How did you develop that? You said that you are a very positive person. So were you always like that, or what do you think contributed to that?
It's all about spirituality. It's all about, it goes back to spirituality.
Spirituality.
How you believe in God,
Mm,
how you believe in God, how you see
mm,
what like happens in your life. Like
mm.
there's some sort of question in spirituality, like why we are here, what is
Yeah,
our
the big
obligations,
life questions. Yeah.
why we have to do that, why we
Mm,
why we even exist. And when
yeah.
you ask this question, when you get the
Mm.
answer, how you are getting the answer, and what is the answer you are having, I think that changes everything. That changes
Do
everything
you
of your life, every
do you
like
have the
aspect of
answer
your
to
life.
these questions?
Yeah,
Do
I
you
have.
have? You have?
Yeah,
Okay. Would you
obviously.
like to share that, or like is that your personal thing?
No, it's not a very personal thing. It's not a very personal
Mm,
thing, but I don't think so. I'm knowledgeable enough, or you can call it good enough in English to explain it in
Okay. Okay.
like. But in surface level, I can say that all of it depends on how you see the world, how you believe in uh, the God, and like
Mm.
yeah, it is all about that.
Okay. Okay. So these today actually I was thinking about this idea of extremism. I think people, including myself, I sometimes get very extreme. Like obsession. You can say you can get obsessed with one thing, and then you only want that thing.
I mean,
Like
like being
for
stubborn to something like
stubborn,
that.
yeah, stubborn to something, yeah, obsession. So if someone is working, he's working, he's ignoring his family, he's ignoring his health, or when he's not doing anything, he's not doing anything. Like no work, it's only family. So it's either or. Like it's always in extremes. There is no moderation. There is no balance. So first of all, would you yourself consider as a extremist, or like people?
I try to balance myself in everything.
So it's not like
And
always study, or it's not like always
never,
fun. So
it
it's
never
not like
happened.
that.
It never happened in my life. I believe like people are like a lot of people in the world is now
Hmm.
workaholic. Are you introduced with
Yeah,
this thing?
exactly. Yeah,
So
everyone wants material success. The big car, latest iPhone,
I mean
and something
that
like
goes
that.
even again it goes back to like how you see the life. And I think that's the problem, that people think that achieving everything in the life is everything. Like that will
Hmm.
make you happy. Elon Musk is not happy.
Hmm.
I can assure you that Elon Musk is not still happy. He
Hmm.
still thinks that I have to be a trillionaire. Even after being trillionaire, he will think that I have to pass Mansa
Hmm.
Musa, who was the richest guy. And this thing
Yeah,
happens
I
and
think I
happens and
think I
happens.
think
So
he just
I
wants to
think
be on the Mars. I don't know. He wants to be in the Mars.
even if the problem is that people, human, never becomes satisfied. That's the problem. That's the problem.
Exactly. Yeah, it's
And
always yeah.
because of that, even if
Hmm.
you're being like workaholic type of thing, you are
Hmm.
not going to be at the highest point. Even if you are in the highest point,
Hmm.
you are not going to
Hmm.
be satisfied with that. So I think the
mm,
like main extremism we see in this world is workaholic
mm,
extremism, material extremism, and people
yeah,
are like how people actually forgets about relationships, forgets about emotions, forgets about friends, family, and
mm,
everything. This is the
mm,
mainstream extremism I can say, at least.
yeah,
So I think there is no point of that. And the second thing, when you are so obsessed, when you are so extreme with your what it is called, yeah, family or friends, like trying to,
mm,
you know, what it is called, impress everyone, impress your family,
mm.
impress your friend. The problem
People
is that the
pleaser
problem,
kind of way.
yeah, the people is not gonna be pleased with you, never,
Mm,
never, and never.
mm.
So there is no point of being like 100% this and 0% that. There is no
No,
point.
I think
You have to
no,
balance it.
actually, yeah, isn't balance boring though?
You are working for 7 days. Like I can give my
Mm,
example. I was working for
mm,
8 hours for one
mm,
single project. I mean, that's a automation project. That was an automation
mm,
project.
mm,
So I spent 8 hours to build that, and for
mm,
that 8 hours, I was the most I think the disturbed guy in the world. I think because nothing was working. After eight
mm,
hours, when it worked, for a while
mm,
I became like, oh, okay. And that
yeah,
for that 8 hours, I didn't do
mm,
anything. Like I was sitting in the table for that full eight
mm,
hours, and
mm,
I realized I tried this so that I can understand if this works or not, like
mm,
if it
mm,
gives me a like balance or not. So what
mm.
I understand is that the problem
Huh,
was that before that 8 hours, that was the disturbing part of my life. One of the disturbing part
huh,
of my life.
yep.
That I like after that I can't even see
Mm,
anything. Like because
mm,
if you are looking at screen for a long while, you'll not be able
yeah,
to
yeah,
see it. Then like your vision
exactly.
will
Yeah.
be like
Mm,
one thing. Second thing, that the balance of that day, that
mm,
was gone. That was
mm,
gone. And like
yep.
I had some other plans to do at night, but I couldn't do
Mm,
that. I was doom
mm,
scrolling, and that
yeah.
actually took all the balance of my the day. Third thing
Mm,
happened was that some people were actually calling me, and
mm,
what happened that I couldn't respond. I couldn't go with them, and it happened that I gave a commitment. I'm actually very serious about my commitments, and what happened
mm,
that I couldn't fulfill my commitment because I
mm,
couldn't catch that call. Because of that, I was so focused that I couldn't even catch that call. That happens.
mm,
So
mm,
I think balance might be boring for some people,
mm,
but
mm,
like balance gives you a regular dopamine boost. If everything
mm,
in your life is I
mm,
mean, even if you're trying to have a balance but your mom is sick, you're not gonna
mm.
be happy, you're not gonna have
Yeah, yeah,
dopamine boost. So you have to
exactly.
be like that thing in life. If you don't
Mm,
have that, nothing actually matters. So
mm,
yeah, so that's one thing. And the second thing is that if you're having a balance, then yeah,
mm,
you are having a continuous level of dopamine. Like this goes like this, and when I'm like doing work for 8 hours with
mm,
this goes like this, and then
mm,
happens.
mm.
And after that,
No,
what
but
happens? What do you think? What do you
yeah,
think?
the crash,
Like
the
you have
crash.
exactly,
Yeah,
exactly, exactly.
yeah.
And because of that crash, you'll not be able to work for like next 4 hours.
No, but actually,
I mean,
this is
it's
the
not common
ideal.
for everyone. It's not
Yeah,
common for everyone, I think,
yeah.
but it happens.
And
It happens.
so, we are talking about balance, but there are many people who are in a job that they hate. And you gave an example of like if your mother is sick and there is no balance, because you're always thinking about that. So, what to do in that situation, according to you?
So the first thing is that if you're being able to remove that problem from your life,
Mm,
then do it.
mm,
Even if
mm.
it costs you there is a trade-off. Always there is a trade-off. You have to
Exactly,
do something.
exactly. Yeah.
So if you're if you have that option, just do that. I have done this thing.
Mm,
Like when I was in
mm,
this situation, I was feeling yeah. So I just traded something off for something better, and that gave me mental peace. That gave me mental
mm.
peace. But something went from something was
Let's
missing
say, okay,
because of
let
that.
me give you a very concrete example because I think a lot of people can relate to it. Yeah, so there are some people in our family, maybe it could be our parents or siblings or relatives or something like that. Someone in your family uh, who is not on good terms with you. So
Okay,
maybe,
okay, okay. I got that. I
yeah,
got that. So
yeah,
another thing in life that you need is patience. If you have the patience,
mm,
you can conquer everything. Because who has the patience, nobody can break him. Like the strongest wind, the hardest rock, nothing is gonna hurt you. That's the thing.
Yeah.
Like patience is very important. That so there was a woman,
Mm,
and her mother used to mock her at like everything. Like
mm.
I don't know why, but she used to
Yeah,
mock
a
her
very
mother at
common
everything.
situation, I think, across the world, like
Yes,
with
especially
people. Yeah.
especially in South Asia, especially in South Asia. So we
Mm,
see that
mm,
very like
mm,
she tries to
mm.
ignore her, but like she's like when she is ignoring, she was she was used to be like very angry, even more than that, even more than that.
Yeah,
So
this is a real story, by the way, right?
yeah, exactly. That's
Okay,
from
okay.
Dhaka. That's a story
Mm.
from Dhaka.
Real story. Okay.
So,
Mm,
yeah. So after that, she went to some people and had some suggestions. So then after
mm,
what she did, she used to like smile at everything. Like she didn't used to reply because it was her
mm,
mother, and
mm,
like according to law, I mean not the physical law. I'm talking about like
mm,
moral laws. That
mm.
you shouldn't like misbehave with your mother, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So she can't do that. So
Mm,
what she did that when she is angry, she will just smile or just like hold her head like this, so that like
mm.
she thinks that okay, she's the superior. Like right now, the mom thinks that yeah,
Oh,
she's the superior, and what
okay,
she's
okay.
saying
I see.
is yeah, okay. Another thing,
Mm,
when like she's arguing, like the mother is arguing with her, she
mm,
just says that okay, like it's not like that. Okay, I agree with you. It's not like that.
mm,
She
mm,
tries to behave that okay, yeah, you what you said is true. Okay, okay, like feel like acts like that. She actually agrees with her. She actually agrees
mm,
with the mother. So
mm,
because of that, the mother actually somehow thought that okay, my girl is improving. I mean, in her mind that she's
mm,
thinking like in her perspective that her
mm,
girl is growing and she is
mm,
actually listening to her.
mm,
This
mm,
that sort of thing.
mm,
Just because she did this, and everything actually
mm.
changed. After that, even the mother stopped disturbing or some sort of
Yeah,
that. And
nagging her.
when she stopped like reacting, when she stopped
Mm,
like you know reacting to her,
mm.
everything actually changed. It's all about patience. But what
Wow.
if what if she didn't compromise this thing? She didn't have that patience to stay silent even when she's talking about your character, although you didn't do anything. This
Mm.
is the hardest
Yeah,
moment
I
of your
think
life,
we.
when someone is accusing
True,
you of your bad
true,
character,
true,
although you
true,
you have a good character,
true.
and
Yeah.
it's from your own mother. It's from your
Wow.
own
Yeah,
mother.
it must hurt. Mm,
Yeah. So when you are having the patience at that moment, you have to like if you have the patience, I believe that good time is gonna come for you, because like there is a proverb in our religion. I mean, that's not a proverb, that's like a revelation that
what's that?
after like indeed after every bad times, good times will come indeed. And the word the Arabic word used here is like surely, 100%, and like not
Mm,
like not a single 0.1% there that
mm,
it's not going to happen. It must happen.
yeah.
So yeah, so
Yeah,
you
I
have
think
to have
it's
patience.
actually the version of this saying or revolution is, I think, is in every culture or every religion or like
Every I
every,
think it's
yeah.
in every
But we
religion, I think it's
sometimes forget this thing, and we are like, who cares? What would you say to your younger selves if they could hear you right now?
younger self.
Yeah. I mean, you're still young, you're still 20, but
Yeah, I can understand the 13-year-old guy who used to be a bully.
the bully, yeah.
Time. Time.
Time.
Yes.
Time
This is
as
time.
in this is time to change or do what?
No, the thing is, never waste even a single second, because you don't know if you will leave the next second. So don't just waste it.
Time.
Do it. You never realize how fast time goes. How fast time goes. And I never realized when I became 20. I didn't realize. When I joined high school, like it feels like yesterday. And now I have graduated from high school like 1 year ago. Time flies. And I don't know if I'm gonna survive tomorrow. So if I have something left to do, then this is the right time. Time is
Wow.
valuable than most other things, because time is something that you can like with money you can actually do everything, but you can never do like time dilation. I mean, not time dilation, time travel. Sorry,
Hmm.
travel. You
Time
can't do
travel. Yeah,
time
you
travel.
cannot
Sorry,
buy your time back.
time is I remember a quote. I don't know who actually said to me this, or who actually quoted this, that someone can give you the most, what it is called, like I don't know how to phrase it. A person can give you the
Mm,
most valuable thing from his life is time.
mm. It's time, yeah.
Nothing,
But
nothing
now,
except for that. No suggestion,
but
no anything. It's just time.
I totally agree with that. But it is actually targeting all the people who are wasting hours like doom scrolling, watching Netflix and stuff like that.
When we reach 30, there is a
Mm,
like no, there is a lot of things which has no point what we did
mm,
in our earlier lives. A lot of things, a lot
mm,
of things, like if those things didn't even exist in our life, that
mm,
wouldn't have mattered.
mm,
So I think like Netflix is one of them. I think sometimes I don't like gaming, online gaming. So I will
mm,
say that that also doesn't matter in your life. Most of the cases, you can tell me that you have learned a lot of things from this movie, but I think in your
mm,
real life, if you have explored the real world, to be honest, you will get more, even better example, even real life examples in your
mm,
own life, not even in movie.
mm,
Those
mm,
like educational, or what it is called, morals, yeah, morals of the
mm,
story or some sort of that
mm,
in
mm,
your real
mm,
life. So I think doom scrolling, I mean, doom scrolling is a different topic. Like you can't even give a excuse to that yeah, it has
mm,
some good meanings. You can at least give that,
mm.
yeah, after watching this movie I understood something or
Learn something,
something like
or
that.
I was
But
relating to
you
that
can't
character.
even,
So I got inspired,
give
yeah.
anything. Yeah, you
Mm,
can't even give any excuse to doom scrolling, right?
mm,
So, and another thing is that when you're doom scrolling, uh, you are just, you know wasting the time,
mm.
because you have a limited life. You have a limited life, and it was written.
Yeah.
It was written that how much time you are gonna spend in this life. That
Mm,
means you're just, if you calculate how much time you have exploited by doom scrolling. If you could have just understand this thing, you would have
mm,
shocked that, like, this is a huge amount of time that you have wasted.
mm. Study advice you could give to other students, like you have, I think, studied for, like you are a
Okay,
studious
okay,
person, right? Yeah. Like how to
okay.
focus on your studies and not get distracted by social media and other stuff.
Just turn your phone off at since morning. Don't touch it till it's 11 or 10. Like, fix a time, and that's for ignoring social media. And I will I believe that most of the cases, what you are watching in Instagram, what you are watching in Facebook, and most of the people in their YouTube, even
Mm,
in their YouTube, is just shit
mm,
content. So there is no meaning
mm.
of touching social media. If you need to like a community, then just use WhatsApp if you feel like, or
Yeah,
use
but
other
yeah, but there
messaging.
are, yeah.
Yeah,
Actually, there are two arguments to that. First one is people would say, I'm learning something. I'm watching good videos. I'm watching tutorials on YouTube. I'm learning
yeah,
from
if you're
YouTube.
doing that,
So
yeah, it's great. I use YouTube a lot, but most of the cases you will not find a brain rot video in my content list. I mean,
so like if you are doing that, keep doing that, or there should be a limit to that as well. Because I think most people would just consume stuff and they will never actually act on them.
I think the problem is that we know a lot of things in the world, in this current world,
Mm,
compared to our other
mm,
older generations. We know a lot of things,
mm,
but we don't know how to
mm.
execute it, and we don't even know if there is
Exactly.
an execution or not. So I think it's better when you're learning how to do push-ups, but you never tried it.
Mm,
So either give it a
mm.
try or skip that. Like, you should have a
Great.
trade-off. You should have a
I
trade-off.
see.
Just skip that.
Mm,
Even if it feels like,
mm,
okay, it's very hard, just skip that thing.
mm.
Because
So
at
this is the first
the
argument
final
that
point, it
people
doesn't
give.
even matter.
Mm,
It doesn't even matter because you're not doing it. So learning it doesn't matter.
mm. So you are saying that either take action or skip the topic entirely. Okay. So my second argument that people would give is that, okay, I have studied for 3 hours a day. Now I'm going to use social media just for 30 minutes a day. Like,
And that
how
30
do you
minutes
see
becomes
that?
3 hours.
Yeah, that happens. Yeah. But if it stays 30 minutes, like, should that be okay? Like, are you against that too? Like, no social media at all? Or if you can say, like, if you can
I mean,
stay in that time
it's
limit.
like personal. It's mostly personal opinion to
Mm,
personal people. because for me, like I have to sometimes go to Facebook or Instagram to post something, because I have to post it. And what I do is I just like post it and check if there is any important notifications and nothing else. I don't just scroll, so if you are actually serious, you will not even have the time to, like, scroll some shit post in Facebook, or some like random dancing video in Instagram. So that's the thing, you will not even have the time. And like if you think like, okay, I'm gonna be strict at 30 minutes, and like I need that thing to, like, balance my brain, or some sort of that, even though it doesn't balance your brain, or like your brain doesn't sleep well when you are doom scrolling. So it doesn't matter, but still, if you think it's your personal choice, you can do it, up to you. But I don't feel like I should be doing that, even if even if sometimes I do that in YouTube, but I shouldn't be doing that.
Okay, so one piece of
And
advice
another thing, by the
on
way, by the way,
yeah,
another thing,
yeah, sure.
another thing is that what you are exploring in virtual life, if you have the option to explore it in your real life, just do that. Just skip the whole virtual thing. Just skip it,
But I think,
because
many people cannot do it in real life. That is why they are
yeah, that's why I said
taking
if.
it.
That's why I said if.
If
You
somebody
know,
have that option, they should take that
exactly,
option. But
exactly. If you have the option to play football with your friends, then just go there. Don't play FIFA.
oh, great. That's a great line. Any advice on the topic of relationships?
Don't go for fun. Don't go for fun. Like if you're thinking that you are actually like, just there to have fun, but maybe the other person will be serious about that.
So what if
And
they
if
both want to have fun?
still, I think it's still cheating. It's still cheating with your life, with your time, and with your future one. I think it's my opinion. It's my personal opinion. Although, like, most of the people believe that like past is past, but actually past has some influence over your future and present. So I think like you shouldn't be like doing that sort of stuff. If it works for it, if it works for you, go for it. If it doesn't, just don't go for it. Go for a fun.
Okay, so I'm really looking forward to have this conversation again after 6 months. And
Hope so.
yeah, yeah, let's see how we are after 6 months. Our English
Sure.
fluency, the production quality, the quality of the questions. I will try to, work on that segment. And I wish you the best for whatever you do next. Okay, so yeah, I had amazing time with you. We got to learn a lot, and yeah, hope to do it
Same here.
soon.
Same here.
So
Yep.
yeah, on that note, thank you for doing this podcast,
Okay.
Borshan. Yeah,
Sure.
thank you,
Goodbye.
and yeah,
Yeah.
goodbye. Have fun, and yeah, please take some rest. I'm so sorry I took much of your time.
It's
You
okay.
deserve it. Okay, yeah,
Okay.
bye.
Goodbye.
See ya.
Goodbye. See ya.